Hey guys, welcome back to another unboxing video here on Gathering Information. We have a special treat for you today. Well, a special treat for me, really. My friends who, if you listen to the Knowledge Pool, you will have heard about, just got into Magic, decided to go a little hog wild and buy a whole bunch of new product. And some of that new product included Magic the Gathering Archenemy Nicol Bolas. Now this is a product that I've been excited about since I heard about it because I never got the chance to play the original Archenemy, and Nicol Bolas is of course the big bad planeswalker villain. So I'm eager to crack into it and see what we have. I have, seen other people review this product, and they were mostly coming at it from a, is it worth cracking for the cards inside? And of course the answer to that is no. If you aren't going to buy this product to play with it, then it's not going to give you a return on your investment. However, I mean, keeping a fully boxed copy might eventually, because I can see this being the kind of thing that might be a collector's item, but mostly it's meant to be played with. So let's just crack it open. I was just checking to see if there was French anywhere on the box, because we are in Canada here, but of course it's printed in the US, so they don't do that. Haha, what have we here? Ooh. Now when you open a present, you always open the card first. That's how it works, right? Oh. And for card, we have cardboard. So you get deck boxes for each of the decks. It comes with 4 decks. We'll get to those in a minute. It looks like these could probably fit sleeved decks. Sorry about that, guys. I really need to remember to check my memory card before I start recording videos like this. So, as I was saying, I'm not going to sleeve this product myself because it's not mine and I don't have the sleeves for it. And if they want to play with just the card backs, then that's up to them. But they should fit in these boxes sleeved, I hope. They've also got, like, their one for each of the planeswalkers. They've even got their little emblem up there. Let's see, Chandra's little fire goggles. Nisa's, I don't even know, her ears, I guess. Ears and head. And Gideon's fist with lashy thing. Cat of 9 tails, I guess. And of course, Bolas's horns. So, some boxes. And then some cardboard spacers, which don't matter. So it comes with one of these really cool click-down life counters. So I guess that this one is for the Archenemy, for Nicol Bolas, and everyone is supposed to just have their dice, I guess. It would have been nice if there'd been one for each planeswalker, or maybe some Lazotep dice, since this is supposed to be from the plane of Amonkhet, but one of these is pretty sweet. I saw someone using it to count their life at FNM, and it looks like it won't just fall apart, so that's cool. Then, let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3 Planeswalker decks, and a Nicol Bolas deck, and of course the schemes. So we'll get to the schemes in a minute. I just want to look at how everything is supposed to be placed. So we've got, yeah, there's definitely room in there for sleeving, and it looks like they should fit double sleeved. and then fit right into their slots. So I guess it goes like that with the schemes on top. So that should look pretty sweet. Let's start with Bolas. You get a classic Nicol Bolas Planeswalker with brand new art. This is pretty sweet art. It's a nice position. I'm not sure I like the art style that they've gone with, or the sort of, it's almost a watercolory kind of thing. It's very similar to what they've been doing with D&D for the last couple of iterations, and it's just not what I like in fantasy art, but I admit that it is very, very nice art. So we've got Nicol Bolas, as we're used to seeing him in cubes and such, and then we've got Archfiend of Depravity, Icefall Regent, Prognostic Sphinx, Harvester of Souls, Sphinx of Jawar Isle, Deathbringer Regent. So we've got like some pretty sweet rares here from all over the multiverse. Cruel Ultimatum, of course. And some lands, which are not like chase lands by any stretch, but they're definitely decent. And then we've got, oh, that new card smell. A pair of Nighthawks, a pair of FTKs, some Bone Pickers, and some new art, or some new land, as well as some classic land. So, Crumbling Necropolis from Jund, or from Grixis, excuse me, Jund. From Grixis Panorama, and then some Amonkhet lands with Amonkhet art. And then, spells. Lightning Bolts, of course. Talisman of Dominance. Talisman of Indulgence. Doomblade. Haven't seen you in a while, my old friend. Obelisk of Grixis. Reckless Spite. Soul Ransom. Extract from Darkness. And then Slave of Bolas. I think the one thing that this deck is missing is Gem of Becoming, which was from, I want to say M13, but it basically added Bolas mana to your mana pool so you could cast him. I think that would have been a neat little include, although this deck is already pretty sweet. And then it comes with, of course, your schemes. So, because I have willed it, we'll open these schemes. So these schemes are magic-ish cards. They've done stuff like this before. I mean, obviously in the original Archenemy. Comes with a little booklet. So, rules. Playing as the Gatewatch. We don't really care about that. Setup. Each player needs a way to track their life total, blah, blah, blah. Winning the game. Nicol Bolas wins by defeating each member of the opposing team, while the Gatewatch wins as a team, even if only one player is still standing, when the sand settles. Reasonable. The scheme deck. Playing as Bolas. You get the schemes. They represent the power of Nicol Bolas and his plans for the plane of Amonkhet. During the game, I'm trying to look at both the real thing and my recording device. During the game, treat it like a player's library. No one can look at its cards or rearrange their order unless instructed to do so. As the archenemy's first main phase begins each turn, he or she sets a scheme into motion by revealing the top card of the scheme deck. That card will either have an ability that triggers when you set this scheme in motion, or be an ongoing scheme that continues to affect the game until its own condition causes the archenemy to abandon it. Though they remain face-up, ongoing schemes aren't permanents and can't be the targets of spells or abilities. So they're kind of like emblems. So, yeah, you get these... attacking the Gatewatch. The archenemy can attack multiple opponents at once, if he or she chooses to do so. As the archenemy declares an attacking creature, that player chooses the defending player or planeswalkers to attack. All of those creatures attack at the same time, so it's a lot like either multiplayer commander or two-headed giant, depending on which team you're playing on. If you're playing as Bolas, it's like multiplayer commander when you're in when you have position, and in if you're playing as the Gatewatch, it's kind of like three-headed giant. So that's pretty sweet. So let's see what some of these schemes are like. Because I have willed it. Ongoing scheme. Spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. At the beginning of your opponent's end step, if they cast 4 or more spells this turn, abandon this scheme. Okay, so it's kind of like I can't think of it. They're sort of like enchantments, or instants, depending. Behold my grandeur. Scheme. When you set the scheme in motion, add Grixis mana to your mana pool. When you set the scheme in motion, if you control 6 or more lands, you may search your library for a card with converted mana cost 6 or greater, probably a Nicol Bolas Planeswalker, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Then shuffle your library. So yeah, either Cruel Ultimatum or Nicol Bolas Planeswalker would be what you want to get. All of these schemes are fairly flavorful, and the art looks really cool. So I'm excited to try this. Like, as soon as I hand it back to the people who own it, I'm going to set up a time for us to play it, and I may think about getting a copy myself, because even though, you know, it's a product for the casual player, sometimes you just want to play casual Magic. There is no refuge. When you set the scheme into motion, it deals 3 damage to up to 1 target creature. Create a 3/3 black horror creature token. Neat. Gross. So, there's Bolas. There's the Bolas deck. What are his opponents going to do? So the opponents, or the Gatewatch, I guess Nicol Bolas is the opponent. The Gatewatch consists of 3 members: Gideon Jura, Nissa Worldwaker, and Chandra Pyromaster. I guess they should really be in this order if I want to go Wooburg. So let's see what Mr. Gideon has to add to the fight. Gideon Jura, I think this was the original Gideon. I can't quite remember, but they've all got new art. Again, I'm not a fan of this art style personally, but I am fully, I fully recognize that it is good art. Like, it's solid. I just kind of, I don't know, I didn't really like the original Gideon art either. But I do like Gideon the Planeswalker. So we've got Precinct Captain, Grand Abolisher, Mentor of the Meek, one of the very few cards in white that has repeatable card draw. That's real good. Fiendslayer, Paladin, Audric, one of my favorite cards ever, just because of that art. Look at that art. It doesn't hurt that I have wanted to cosplay as Audric for, like, ever. So yeah, there's, I mean, there's some stuff that you find in the, what do you call it, the intro decks, the free decks that they give away, and then there's stuff that you find in cubes. So there's a wide range of stuff in here. Gideon's Lawkeeper, Doom Traveler, Fencing Ace, Youthful Knight. And then some Amonkhet stuff, like Those Who Serve, Vizier of Deferment, and then from other planes that we've visited recently and not so recently. This seems like a fun deck to play. Like, it doesn't seem like there's much to it, but it does seem fairly fun. And then, after the land, there's going to be some spells. Grasp of Hieromancer, Moment of Heroism, Shoulder to Shoulder. I hope we get a kill spell. Excoriate. There we go. So, they're fairly low power level decks, it looks like, but reasonable, you know, in a 3-on-1 kind of thing. You're not going to have nothing to do, I guess is the point. So, next onto Miss Chandra. Miss Chandra Pyromaster. We've got, Grim Lava Monster, Chandra's Phoenix, Dual Caster Mage. Yeah, we've got some pretty spicy stuff. Torchling Inferno Titan, Avatar of Fury. Just sort of good solid stuff. Gutter Snipe, so that means there's going to be some spells worth casting. Battle Rattle Shaman, Gorehorn Minotaurs. Smoldering Spires. And then some mountains. They're all from Amonkhet, because this is set on Amonkhet, this little battle. Coordinated Assault, Hammerhand, Brute Strength, Searing Spear, Tormenting Voice, Chandra's Outrage. Yep. That's mad Chandra. Fiery Fall. So, again, not terribly high power level, but just kind of solid. And, I don't know, it seems like maybe they pushed things a little more toward the Gatewatch winning more often than Nicol Bolas winning, but it's not like he can't win. And really, that makes sense for a product, because if you have a 3-on-1 battle, if the 1 wins, you're going to have 3 people disappointed, whereas if the 3 win, you're only going to have 1 person disappointed, so, I mean, if you want to be spiky about it. On to the final one, Nissa, World Waker. And we have Scoop Mob, Forgotten Ancient, Thragtusk, oh man, there's some real stuff in there, Sword of the Animist, yep. Ooh, and she's in blue, too. That's interesting. So, I wonder if she's in green-blue here, specifically because of the Amonkhet storyline. And, of course, we've got Scaled Behemoth and Greater Sandworm, Scaled Behemoth being an all-star bomb in Amonkhet Limited. Alright, Woodland Streams. So all 5 colors are represented on the Gatewatch. And only 3 colors are represented by Nicol Bolas, but that's how he would will it. Vines of the Recluse, Explorer, Vision Skeins, Kalani Heart Expedition, Compulsive Research. So it looks like there are quite a few more non-creature spells in the green-blue deck, which makes sense, I guess. But yeah, they look like fun decks. I wonder what the replayability on this product is like. I guess we'll find out. But that's not all. We have one other thing, which is this package of tokens. So, apparently, there are things in here that are going to require tokens. Spirit tokens. Spirit token. That's for the Thragtusk, of course. That's for, I'm not sure. Oh, probably for the Nicol Bolas thing. That's definitely for Nicol Bolas. The horrors. His schemes put horrors into play. That makes sense. And then on the other side we have zombies. Zombies. Soldiers for Precinct Captain. That's actually the soldier that goes with Precinct Captain. You can see... Hold on. See if I can find it. So if you see the art for Precinct Captain here, you see that woman in the background? You see Precinct Captain in the background of the token art? I liked that they did stuff like that, or I like when they do stuff like that. It always makes me happy to see cohesion in design. Anyway, so you get the tokens to go with. I assume you won't need more than 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zombies. I don't know. You might want to pick up a few more. Who knows? But that's pretty much Archenemy Nicol Bolas right there. I assume, although I'm going to check, that this is the original Archenemy frame, so you can put these in with the old Archenemy if you have that, but I don't know because I never played it. I'm going to have to check on that. So, now you know what's in Archenemy Nicol Bolas. And, yeah, it looks like fun. I'm itching to try it, so I'm going to try to set that up sometime soon and report back probably on the Knowledge Pool, our podcast, which you can find on iTunes or here on YouTube. Links to both of those will be in the description down below. But for now, we're going to say goodbye. But if you liked this, please give it the old thumbs up. You can share it. You can leave a comment. Let us know what you think about this or these unboxings in general and what other products you'd like to see. I am, of course, going to do the Commander series when it comes out, which will be soon. And, yeah, thanks very much for watching.